Welcome to the first Jak Ann Poi podcast. I'm the producer. I have the SpongeBob voice because it makes me connect with young people easier. We will be talking about the process and details of the light novel, discussing characters, setting, and plot. All of this will be done by text-to-speech software on the 15AI website. The main character voices Jak Ann Poi will most likely be placeholders until the website is updated with new characters. All of this is just a cringe exercise in creativity done by a sad individual with way too much free time and shouldn't be taken seriously. With all that being said, please welcome our main broadcasters, Jak Ann Poi. Take it away, kids.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Jak. I'm the one with blue hair color. Today I'll be using the voice from Steven Universe because it's the most fitting voice currently on the website. Personally, I would prefer a more serious voice tone, and I'm not a big fan of Steven enthusiasm. However, this should be enough for now.
Hi, I'm Ann. My hair is green and I would like to have the voice of Mabel from Gravity Falls. Let's hope she gets added soon. For now, I'll be using the voice of Q Sugar Dust. She is like a pink fairy or something. She is kind of hot, actually. I'm okay with this.
What up? I'm Poi, the one with red hair. Luckily, this voice is androgyny enough to represent me, since I'm both a boy and a girl. We'll be talking about this later. For now, just pretend we are 3 12-year-old kids from another reality talking about bullshit and stuff. Let's hope most people are okay with this concept. One more thing before we dive into the subject. The website only allows 200 characters at the time, so it would probably sound like our speech is cut in some places. Please ignore this.
With all that stuff out of the way, let's begin. What is Jak Ann Poi?
Jak Ann Poi is a light novel loosely based on a card game with a similar name. Feel free to check it on YouTube. Its creator is from the Philippines and worked on the project with the help of Kickstarter. The game itself is a mix between rock, paper, scissors, and Magic the Gathering. With simultaneous turns, it feels like a very slow fighting game. Trying to predict your opponent's moves is the key. The main philosophy of the game is that everything should have a counter, and most card game mechanics are tied to the 3 basic colors: blue, green, and red. Each one has different personalities.
We 3 base our personalities from a very abstract interpretation of what kind of player would prefer the 3 dominant playstyles colors, using color theory to help with the details. Other than that, all the other things in the world we live in is from the mind of our creator, trying to provide a convincing argument for an original story of 3 kids coming to age in a new home.
Now a bit of lore. The world where we're living is similar to yours, with a few details. Humans as you know them are extinct. Other subspecies of Homo sapiens took over the world first. For the most part, society developed in a similar way. Technologically and culturally speaking, we're very close of what you had in the 90s, except for the internet and cell phones. We are currently living in the year 12,000. Don't worry if it sounds like it's way into the future. We count our years differently than yours. Since Jesus Christ never existed, we don't use him as a before and after for the years. And we started counting time when the first civilization began. Our world have achieved world peace more than 100 years ago, thanks to the fact that our species is more peaceful. However, we still have weapons and other artifacts in museums. All nations are united in a similar way close to the European Union. We have one currency and we are free to travel within the world with minimum paperwork. 3 generations ago, a new law was implemented. This law requires for people who wish to become parents to get a license. Without it, you must pay a yearly fee and your kids are treated like low class.
This law takes into consideration 3 main factors: mental and economical stability, and genetics. The last one could be fixed with money because you can pay to change your kid genetics. Nothing big. This gradually shapes society. Most poor people couldn't afford to have children. Same with mentally immature persons. You can still have them, but you have to pay fees for that.
Abortions are both legal and free, but only if both parents are in an agreement. Women are very educated about sexual life and how to plan a family, and often choose their careers instead of children. A side effect of that is that there are very few new children each generation. The second generation had a high divorce rate and remarried a lot to have a second chance for another kid. In the aisle we live in, there are only 5 children. We don't go to a normal school. Instead, we go to the teacher's house. He has a special room for all us 5. Pretty comfy. Now we have to talk about our Aunt Romina. Because of different circumstances, we 3 went to go live with her at the same time. Each one of us have different fathers, and we were born the same day.
Our Aunt Romina is the owner of an art gallery. Before we were born, she used to be one of the best in the area painting nudes. Her paintings sold for a lot of money. So with the help of Maury, she opened it.
She has been living with depression for the last 11 years. Luckily for her, we enter her life just in time before things gets worse for her, helping her take care of the gallery and their clients. Thanks to our supernatural ability to travel to other people's dreams, we 3 can convince the subconscious minds of people we know to change their opinions and make them appreciate art in a different way. That is just the tip of the spear. We are lucid dreamers, and when we sleep in the same room, our dreams combine. It's really fun to learn what can we do in our dreams and discover things about ourselves.
Now what about you guys start talking about yourselves? Give our audience a general idea of your characters.
Well, I like to keep my stuff in order and clean. I like reading books of most anything. Sometimes I use complex words and sentences to sound intelligent. I respect the rules and don't get into trouble.
I say woo a lot. It's my catchphrase. I'm a very happy girl, and I tend to ignore most of my problems. I get scared easily and excites me when dominated by force. Other than that, I do gross stuff.
I'm both a boy and a girl. You can use whatever pronoun you like. I don't care. I say bad words a lot, and I like violence. I'm not afraid to cry. And I get easily angry. I'm allergic to chocolate.
My father got a new job in a faraway place that requires him to travel a lot. That's the reason why I'm staying with my only aunt. They are cousins, but only because their dads are half-brothers.
My daddy lost his job as an interpretive dance dancer, and we got kicked out of our small department. I didn't want it to go to the hostel for poor people, so I decided I went to live with my aunt.
The police went to our home and took my dad away. In the heat of the moment, the lawyer made a phone call to my aunt so she could take care of me while they fixed that. My aunt and dad are half-siblings. All of this happened on the same day, on our 12th birthday. Now the four of us have to learn how to live together while discovering our superpowers, getting into the dream world and telepathy.
We live crazy adventures in our dreams, and sometimes they have consequences in the real world. We don't always get along. We just met and we are very different, sharing the same room with a bathroom.
What's more, we are about to hit puberty, and since we can read each other's minds, we can't hide our feelings, and we may think compromising thoughts unwittingly, causing tension in our relationship.
Overall, if you are interested in 3 12-year-old kids doing dumb stuff, you may like the novel. It's currently on the works and we will be getting updates frequently. Yeah!
Okay, that's all for this episode. Let's keep it short for now. Feel free to leave your questions and comments on the YouTube video for our cast to answer in the next episode. See you later.
So now we're doing this. I was selected as the narrator for the audiobook. Yeah, tonight!